Hey guys, Miata Man here. Today we've got a 2002 Mazda Miata that's having a really hard time getting into gear. It seems that the clutch is going on it, but I doubt that that's what the problem is. I think the problem is a combination of the clutch slave cylinder and the clutch master cylinder. So there's your slave cylinder there, and there's your master cylinder there. If you're changing these, you should change them both at the same time, because it's, a good idea, because it might not be the one and it might be the other, and you just end up doing the job twice. So always change them in pairs. So when those go, you don't have the hydraulic pressure to push the fork that actuates the clutch. So that there would make it very hard for you to get into gear. And if you go to a shop and just tell them you need a clutch, they're going to put a clutch in probably, and then just discover that they need these as well in the end. It's going to cost you a lot of money. Whereas you could do these two yourself quite easily and save yourself a lot of money. So there you go. That is what you're looking at. And the location of these two parts is one right here on the driver's side firewall. That there is the clutch master cylinder. It's held on by a pair of 12mm nuts. There we are. And then you've got your line where the line comes into it here. That's a 10mm. So if you have a flare nut wrench, I highly recommend using a flare nut wrench. If you don't, you'll probably be okay with just a 10mm open-ended wrench as well. So there we are. That's that. So you'll want to swap that out. And then the next part of this is the clutch slave cylinder. And that is located down on the right side of the engine. Way down there. You can see it in the middle of the frame. You can see where the line kind of loops around. There's two loops of line there, and it is right down in there. There you go. You can just see the boot of it there. Now, the easy way to change that is to pop the right wheel off in the front, and then you can go right in and get a real good look at it. So I've got my socket on one of the 12mm bolts that holds it on. There's two of them. Now the top one's easy to get at with a socket. The bottom one, you've got to go into the car and use a 12mm wrench. I like this one the best because it doesn't slip off. If it's really tight, I can give it a little tap with the hammer and it'll break it loose. So that's what I like to do. And then you've got the same 10mm fitting for the line there, and then you've got an 8mm bleeder valve. And sometimes that'll change on the replacement part. They sometimes put a different size nut on that valve, but this one's an 8mm. So once you get that all in, then you have to get a friend to help bleed the system. And it's sometimes tricky to get all the air out, and it takes a while and a lot of pumping on the clutch pedal to push all that fluid and air through it. But once you do that, your clutch is going to actuate much better than it did before, and most likely is going to solve your problem of not being able to go into gear. So I hope that helps you out and saves you a pile of money on a clutch replacement that you didn't need. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Subscribe to the channel and I'll make more videos for you soon. And hit that like button. Talk to you soon.